forgot to add myself to the stage. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got
yes, human being.
I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He is your favorite capper's favorite capper, ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rub on. Put the club soda on there.
Yeah.
Put the club soda on Barry's alpaca. What's up, buddy?
Chilling, man. What's good?
Man, I woke up. I was all energized. I was like, I'm ready to talk horse racing with my buddy Barry. So we showed up, and that counts. That counts. Showing up sometimes is an achievement.
Dreams do come true. I see.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's recap last week. Barry actually set a show record last week.
Did I? With nothing?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
You had every single show, I believe you had a scratch, and I think that has to be.
Oh, yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. It's hey man. Someone asked, said, why don't you wait until scratches come out and everything? It's because it will only give people an hour to watch the show. Otherwise, if we don't go ahead and get it done at this time. So we try to get it to you as early as possible, so that you can tail if you feel so inclined. That's enough recapping, guys. It's Monday, and on Mondays, as is tradition, we pick them by the threes. That's right. It's time for Monday Pick Threes. Today, Barry and I turn our focus to the happenings at Indiana Grand. Ooh, my bad. Horseshoe Indy, which has become an early week tradition for us. We've dug through this card from the rooter to the tutor to find our very best pick three plays on the card. Let's pull up some past performances. Chair. We're talking Horseshoe Indy today, Monday, the 6th of October. Oh, my God, it's October already. 2025, post time for the card, 2:10 p.m. Eastern, 1:10 p.m. God's time, 11:10 a.m. Pacific time. And these are our best pick three plays on the card for you. Barry, I kick it off.
Wow.
Bam. And I kick it off, race 3. While I was looking through this card, I found one race that had the kind of prices that I want on a pick 3 ticket. So I built around that maiden special weight race and played the race 3 through 5 stretch to incorporate those horses. The good news, Barry, I believe we can be double cashers. I kick it off race 3. Barry starts in race 4, but race 3, 5.5 furlongs, $43,000 maiden special weight on the dirt. And as far as 2-year-old maiden races go, this one looks like a lot more straightforward than most. I don't think that you needed to go past the top 3 horses on the morning line to find your winner. And I decided to use all 3 horses on my ticket. I incorporated a first-time starter in with these 2 horses I have on the front end of this race because no one else has shown the ability to pass here. My top pick going to be the number 2, Bricklin at 9-2. Now, yes, it is true that I've never physically with my own eyes seen Rudy Brissett win a race, but I know that he does. And I'm hoping to break that streak. Because Bricklin 92 is my top pick here by virtue of price as well as the early pace figure from Time Form, clocking in at a 116 early pace. With the inside draw, Bricklin should easily get the jump on this field out of the gate. And with this being a relatively short sprint race going 5.5 furlongs, I think that bodes well for Bricklin. And last out, Bricklin got caught in between horses. That's something I always consider to be a trouble trip, and this one blinked first and backed out. I don't think that Bricklin will have that issue of being caught in between horses by virtue of a post draw and that early speed figure. So Bricklin is my top pick. I'm also going to use the 6th, the first-time starter for Brad Cox, Zunde with look at that, Irad in town to ride this one, 5-2 on the morning line, and then I'm also using the 7 Canterville at 3-1 for Kelsey Danner with Adam Beschizza up. there's some names that are popping up at Horseshoe Indy with Irad and Beskiza here for kind of weird for a Monday, right?
Yeah, I mean the big outfits are in that race. You got Cox, Asmussen, and West Point on prototype the 3. Rudy Brisset. You got Tom Amos, Kelsey Danner. This is like a normal, kind of Churchill type race at Horseshoe Indy on a Monday, which is pretty cool. But that's the reason I kind of stayed away from it. I don't enjoy seeing big outfits show up in races like this because they're always a tough read.
It's true. It's true. I gotta say, I think it bodes well for Zune Day that the fact that Irad Ortiz is somehow coming
It's
in.
gotta be that's gotta be a little a feather in that one's cap that Irad sees fit to interrupt his Monday vacation to ride Sunday on a Monday.
He could have gone to Finger Lakes. He said no. Send me to Horseshoe Indy. All right. I roll it into the hump day leg of my ticket. Race 4, 8 furlongs, a $43,000 non-winners of 2-something Indiana bred.
I was steep raised. You think I'm scared to catch a case? On some bullshit?
And it's an allowance race. And this looked like a case of low and early speed. And this is the situation that I typically single. And my top pick is a price that I would love to use as a contrarian single, but there are some dings against it. So I ended up spreading it out. My top pick is going to be the number 6, Creek Valley, at 15-1 for Aaron West. This looks like the horse to single with it being low and early speed. The low and early speed is the reason it's my top pick, but the fact that this is the horse's first time, on this surface, is what led me to spread out this race. And with that all being said, what really makes this pick appealing are the trainer angles involving the turf here. Aaron West, 25% with horses making their turf debut and 19% with horses making the switch from turf to dirt to turf. And on top of that, Aaron West is having an amazing Horseshoe Indy meet, hitting at 23%. And it hitting at a healthy 25% at all tracks this year. He gets his man Samuel Bermudez up, who also hits at a healthy strike rate whenever the two pair up. I'm also going to be using the 1, Forever Greedy, at 9-2. The 3, Take Charge Justice, at 6-1. And then my big bomb here, number 9, Looking Good Lewis, at 20-1. I roll this into race 5. I finish it up there. 8 furlongs, $8,000. Non-winners of 2 lifetime. Another Indy bred, this time a claiming. And this looks like an incredibly slow pace. And that puts me on horses towards the front of this race shape. And in this case, the horses on the very front of the race shape as the 2 early speeds. With the slow pace, I have faith that they slow this down. And my 2 horses likely go 1-2 in this race. Top pick, going to be the 9. Song of the Veil at 8-1. Song of the Veil is the outside early speed that should be able to sit just off the hip of my other horse, the number 2, Fervent Prayer. And I have, the horse should have every chance to pass Fervent Prayer with the stalking trip, or possibly run Fervent Prayer into the ground early and neutralize him by taking the lead. So I'm finishing it up with the number 2 and my top pick, the number 9, Song of the Veil. I'm not going to ask what you think, Barry, because we're going to backtrack because for one, the good news is we can win a team pick 4 here, technically. You have your pick 3 coming out of race 4. What are you doing here?
Yeah, so this is a kind of interesting race, but it seems to be pretty straightforward. No surprises here too much. I like the 2, Zach, number 2. But I used 3 horses in this race. Zach's last race was pretty good, and the 3 subsequent races were really good at this level. And I think this luck, one way or the other, this horse actually would have been running in this condition because they should have won on August 26th. Just got beat by Ready to Seize, who's in this race, but Zach was way outside in the 10 hole, was wide, and ran a bang-up race that day. Came out of that one, won. Shows up here against really the same horses, and I think this horse is just better than these. I almost singled this one, but I didn't. But we're going to use the 3 also, Take Charge Justice. Same sort of mantra. This horse is getting back to the turf where he kind of belongs. I know last year, November 4th, October 14th, and September 11th, this horse ran pretty good on turf. All those times at this level, should fare well in this spot, getting arguably the best rider at the track on them. So I think that's a good thing. And we're going to throw one downfield with our third pick here, the 7 Secrets Image. This horse ran a really, really good race last time, first time on the turf, and doesn't quite get the post relief. But I think that one run does make a difference for this horse. I think this horse has some potential to be okay on the turf today because of the fact that they have that one run. They know this horse has sort of an affinity for it. Just have to work out a trip. I think they might be able to. His races have been competitive. He's kind of speedy, so it'll be forwardly placed, which is probably where you want to be in a race like this. At 12-1, that's a good price. So we're going to use the 7 also Secrets Image.
There we go. We roll it into race 5, which is your hump day leg. It's that 8 furlong, $8,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime claimer, where I've round out my pick 3. You're only midway through your pick 3 week here. So what are you doing in race 5?
So we're going to use 3 horses in race 5. This is a $8,000 non-winners of 2 condition claimer for state breds, which is like, I don't think there can be more conditions than that. But we're going to go with the 2 Fervent Prayer, who you mentioned. Should be forwardly placed. He's probably the fastest horse in this race, despite some other horses that may or may not show speed. It just depends on what kind of trip they want. They could sit off it and still win. They could do anything they want. First time at this level, dropping in from 20,000 non-winners of 2, getting blinkers, which Tony Granitz does very, very well. First time blinkers around 20%-ish, the whole 9. So we're going to use the Fervent Prayer, the 2. We're going to use the 5, Innisfree Lad. Ran a good race last time at this level, just missed. And it was first time at this level. Second time, they usually like to fire and fire well. So we're going to use the 5, Innisfree Lad. And we're going to use the 6 for the same reasons. Instinctually, who's 10-1 on the morning line. Ran a really good race off the bench. Probably his best race yet. Should improve on that first. That was first time at the 8,000 non-winners 2 level. Second time, they should be much, much better. So we're going to use those 3.
There you go. You wrap it up. Race 6, 8 furlongs, a $43,000 maiden special weight on the turf. It's a maiden race, so you got to be spreading out, right, Barry?
No, we're going to single the 11 Inspired Kiss. It looks like they were trying to find a spot for this horse to see if this horse could still run. Hasn't been out since July. Acquired this horse from Paulo Lobo. Any of the races that this horse has run already on the turf would win this one. Either one of them. Beat a horse in the 4, Dom Traces, who I'll get to in a second. A couple starts back. That one is actually tough as well, but I still think the 11's a better horse all the way around. So we're just going to single Inspired Kiss. But if Inspired Kiss so happens to scratch, you want to replace that horse with the 4 Dom Traces. Those are the only 2 in this race. Take them, and that's it. Stand in line after you bet, because we're going to the hoop.
No regular winding payment.
That's right.
That's right. He did say to the hoop, so I owe you one of these.
Love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? Well, let's talk about recapping some picks, because we've got some pick 3 tickets here for you. I'll lead it off because that's how numbers work. My Monday Horseshoe Indy pick 3 starts in race 3 with the 2, 6, and 7. Race 4, I'm on the 1, 3, 6, 9. Then race 5, I finish it off with the 2, 9. This is a $24 ticket. If you play it for $1, Barry, you're getting aggressive. I like it. What are you doing?
Yes, race 4, we're going with 2, 3, 7. Race 5, 2, 5, and 6. Race 6, we're singling the 11. If the 11 scratches, throw in the 4, or you can just play it with the 4 if you want to, spend up a little bit. But yeah, $3 play for $27 with the 11 singled. Let's go. Let's get this money, man.
with me 4 deep in that race and you 3 deep in that race and us only sharing one common horse, I can safely say we got the fucking thing surrounded. One of us will win this leg because we have pretty much the whole field. All right. Barry, what's good? What you got going for the rest of the day, buddy?
Not much, man. Just kind of hanging out, cooling off. The weather's
It's
breaking a little bit.
75 here. Beautiful.
85 here. Nice.
Yeah.
Still a little hot.
You just had to one up me, going 10 higher.
Mr. Me Too.
All right, that's it for us today at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We got an exciting week. Tomorrow we've got long shots for Horseshoe Indy, but then for the rest of the week, Wednesday through Friday, we are turning our focus on the happenings at the Keeneland Fall Meet in Lexington, Kentucky. I don't know why I was doing like a orchestra conductor thing there, but I did it. We'll just move past that. That's it. It was an orchestra conductor plus a oh no you didn't, kind of.
You gotta give them both. You gotta give them both.
Gotta give them both. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us here at the Notorious OTB. We will see you tomorrow with some long shots for Horseshoe Indy, bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time. We love you, and we will see you then. Bye-bye. What are we gonna write out on, Barry? What are we gonna write out on? You know what? It's been a while since he's been here.
Matthew, be careful, it's slippery right there, sir. Jesus Christ! Come back, Matthew!